Welcome! Today we're going to talk about this lovely 2021 Infiniti Q50 Luxe rear-wheel drive that we have for sale. Well, this is kind of like the more basic version of the Q50, and basic is relative. It is a luxury vehicle, so it has a lot of stringent equipment, but it is kind of overshadowed by our Performance King, the Red Sport variant, which features 400 horsepower, sport tuned suspension, all that good stuff. But for someone who can't afford a Red Sport, they tend to be about $10,000 to $15,000 more than the comparable Q50 Luxe like this. This is a lot of performance car for your money. Even though this is kind of more of an entry-level version of the Q50, this has a lot of sports car pedigree built into it. We have a twin-turbo V6 pumping out 300 horsepower. This is built on the same balanced rear-wheel drive advanced FrontMiship platform that the Nissan Z is built on. You could almost consider this like a rear-wheel drive four-door luxury version of the Nissan Z. In fact, in Japan, they sell these as a Skyline. The Skyline isn't just the the GTR that we all know. There's a whole product line of vehicles that fall under the Skyline name, and many Infiniti products in Japan are sold under the Skyline name, including this one. So yeah, this is a lot of sports sedan for your money, made in Japan. So if you value Japanese build quality, not all Japanese brands these days are made in Japan, but the Q50 is the real deal. It still is. This one has a nice synthetic leather interior. We have a moonroof, nice brushed aluminum trim. We have a drive mode selector here that will make changes to the steering effort, transmission shift points, throttle sensitivity, traction, stability control settings. So you have snow, eco, standard, sport, and personal mode. We notice that we have a dual display system. The top screen is for information, parking camera. Even though this does not have a navigation system, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can have navigation on your phone and project it right up on the screen right there. This has a nice 360 around view camera. You can change views as moving object detection, backup collision intervention. The bottom screen is a tablet-like interface for vehicle settings and apps. You can access the drive mode selector here as well. So you can make individual changes to the engine and transmission. You can make individual changes to the steering. Active traction control brakes individual wheels to help the vehicle rotate better through the corners. You can shut that on or off. Then we have lots of driver's assistance features, like we have distance control assist, which will encourage you to slow down in fast approaching traffic. We have a blind spot warning. We have a lane departure warning. And then we have emergency braking, forward emergency braking. Nice leather-wrapped steering wheel. The steering wheel tilts and telescopes. This one has 41,446 miles at the time making this video. Automatic dimming rearview mirror, integrated garage door opener. The Q50 has a beautiful, sleek and sexy body. The red complements the looks and lines of the Q50 very nicely. For the engine, we have the amazing VR30 twin turbo V6. As I mentioned, it pumps out 300 horsepower. This thing is pretty darn fast with 300 horsepower. Obviously, the extra 100 horsepower from the Red Sport is nice, but you will be surprised how quick this thing is. It's not that easy to get those rear tires to break loose when the traction control is off. And even in the sporty drive settings, it actually lets you trip the tires a little bit before it starts to rein things in. It lets you have a little bit of fun without having to completely disable the traction and stability control system, which is not a great idea unless you're on a racetrack or really know what you're doing. And even though the Q50 is considered a compact, it does have a lot of interior space, a lot of trunk space. Rear styling is really nice. We have a dual exhaust system, nice underbody diffuser. We have some great promotions going on right now, complimentary delivery to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We can put this in our car hauler, we can tow it to you. So for our mobile delivery service, this beautiful Q50 can be all yours without leaving the neighborhood or the driveway. And going back to that advanced FrontMiship platform, a lot of performance-based Infinitis we've seen over the last 20 years have been built on this platform. The Q50, G35, G37, FX series, QX70s, the M series, a lot of great products. And also, the Nissan Z has been built on this platform for the last 20 or so years. So what's special about it is that they take the engine and they place it as far back behind the front axle as possible, so the center of gravity is towards the middle of the vehicle, allowing the vehicle to rotate on its axis and improves the handling and feel through the corners. It's actually almost like a mid-engine vehicle that the engine is so placed so far back behind that front axle. Come in, take one out for a spin. I think you'll be very impressed. We always have a great selection of new and pre-owned Q50s in stock. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful day.